Welcome from beautiful Golden, Colorado. We are live casting today for the Mile High Open Finals. With you today, Aaron Johnston and myself, Ryan Johnston. On the ice, commentating, we have Sylvia Veliker. The match we have here for you today has been hard fought by both sides. Playing red stones is the Wheeler rink. Yellow is the Kizlick rink. They've already started. Thank you for joining us today, and it should be a great game.
All right, we're just going to get started here. We have the Johnston Bros. Ryan Johnston from beautiful Madison, Wisconsin, and myself, Aaron Johnson, is recently relocated to Denver, Colorado. So we're going to go through some team introductions today as we start out with this first end. We just got started a few minutes ago, and the teams are finishing up their second shots. So on the ice shooting today, right now, Yellow Stones, we got Team Wheeler. Dano Felco delivering his first of the second stones. And with that team, we have Claire Moores throwing lead, Quentin Way throwing third, and Lance Wheeler anchoring this squad as skip.
You know, Aaron, one thing I'd like to point out right now, Dan, we played him last game. He played lights out the whole thing.
Yeah, Dan's got a lot of heart. He's definitely got the spirit of the game within his soul, and that's what we like to see as curlers.
All right, here we got the Kizlick rink going up, Red Stones.
Yep, Kizlick up to bat, and this team also very well hard-fought game. Last semifinals game, drew for the win. Didn't look like they had a chance. They ended up taking 3 in their final game to put them through the finals. So here we have their second throwing, Cynthia Smith, and playing lead for them is Nina. And thirding is Dave Sir. Anchoring this rink is Derek Kizlick. Derek Kizlick's very involved here at the Denver Curling Club, active board member. So we kind of have 2 home teams here competing for gold. Should be a very good game, very close. They're playing pretty conservatively this first end, setting it up.
You know, Red's got a great house set up here. One sitting in the back. Yellow might jam a little, but the way it's set, it'll kind of go to the outside, and it should be all good.
We'll see Quentin Way up, throwing his first of third stones. Quentin is actually our ice maker here at Denver, Colorado. He's been doing a great job with the ice all weekend and curling in between shots. Very personable person. Loves to have a good time out there. He's commonly seen smiling around the club, cracking jokes, just carrying on with the members. We love to see that as a curler.
You know, that's what it really means here in curling. You know, just spreading the spirit of curling is just the main thing. He is the pinnacle.
He really embodies it.
He really does, Aaron. He really does.
So that was a very good stone. Yellow has hammer here, so they are kind of setting up to guard and hopefully take 2.
You know, Red just gets in there a little and just jostles those a little, and they'll be in a good place.
How much weight do you think they got to throw?
I think about 3.5 weight. It's real nice ice. Quint's done a great job. It's gotten a lot of curl to it where you can get enough action out of these stones.
They're coming with plenty of weight here.
Yeah, I agree.
We got the clock in the bottom right corner there. Let's see what the hog-to-hog time is. All right, about 12.5, hog-to-hog.
Oh, no.
Just a little light on that one. Yeah. But it did jostle him enough.
Makes it a little more interesting. Not at the line anymore.
I can't see anything from this end, whatever you think, man. What's that? I can't see anything, whatever you think. Okay, half a rock, normal.
A little bigger weight here.
Yep. Whoa! Yeah.
Very strong sweepers.
Yeah,
see if they hold it. They got to really hold that.
Hard.
They're going to get a piece.
Oh, this is going to be beautiful. Beautiful shot.
Okay. Yellow's setting up. So right now we have Yellow sitting shot and Red's second and third count.
What would you do here, Aaron?
You know, you're in such a good position as Red team right now. You got to just think they're going to have to hit that top Yellow. Should be able to get it by the back Red and sit 2.
Yeah, you got to shoot it. Hope that yellow moves a little bit to the right or to the left, and just have those angles junked up a little, and they'll be in good shape.
Now this is interesting. They're on skip stones. Derek's going down to throw his first of skip stone.
You know, I'm okay with this. Just do the nice draw. Leave yourself nice tap to the forefoot if you need it. Nothing wrong with it. Nice and conservative to start.
Yeah, it looks like you can play right down to that back red. Well, what a weekend it's been. It's been a very competitive weekend of curling as we set up for this first end here. A lot of great teams coming in from all over town, all over the country, really. It was interesting, though, because Team Wheeler did play Team Kizlick earlier on in this tournament, in the round robin. Team Wheeler came in on top, but Kizlick's team has fought their way back into the A event, knocked out some key teams that have won this event in the past, to make it to the finals. So.
Yeah, well, we wouldn't have had anything up through this way. Yeah.
Oh boy, that makes it a little tougher on red there. They can't get the action out of the stone they want.
Lance preparing to throw his first stone as skip. So feel free to type in, ask questions. We have comments open, available on YouTube. We will be answering questions. If anybody is watching this game out there around this great planet we call Earth.
Mystical, real mystical. Lance shooting for two here. Going to try to put the screws on him a little.
They are currently sitting shot.
Good throw, yeah.
This team does a great job communicating together, communicating weight. They always want to make sure everybody on the team knows exactly what the shot is going to be before it is thrown.
That's a nice T-line weight there, 3.5. We were throwing those for days.
They're holding it now.
Got to hold it real hard. Oh, he's on it. Oh,
this is a real nice raise.
This is a really nice rock. Got to just get enough. Oh, nice shot.
And that's two right now for yellow. So red has one more shot here to kind of clean it up a little bit, maybe cut them down.
Yeah, it's really hard to get in there and do the double.
You know, we'll see what it looks like from above here. If we can
it's almost just to cut them down.
Maybe get two out of that by running the yellow back. Can they take both those out? It looks like it might be loaded a bit.
I don't know if you can get enough to the inside of that yellow that you need to.
Well,
if anything, he just cuts them down, gives them one.
While we're waiting here, I have a little question for you.
Yeah, shoot.
So do you know how Canadians get their bacon to curl?
Their bacon?
Yeah.
No, I don't, Aaron. Tell me.
They use little curling brooms.
As you can see, Aaron's our resident joker. If that one fell a little dead, it's all right. What kind of weight do you think you got to throw on this?
It looks like they have to clear the guard. He's just got to clear that red stone.
But you got to have enough weight to push it around.
I don't know if you can get enough weight around it.
You could hit that top yellow actually and just double them out, but you could jam on that back. You got to be really careful on this one. All right.
Well, that's not ideal. This could be a big end for Team Wheeler, Moores, Quinton Way, and Dano Falco. So Lance looking to Schuster it here. Try to get a few points. All weekend we've been riding the big win of the USA curling team. Had a massive watch party here on Friday night / Saturday morning. It's a little outside on this, but it's going to stick around. I don't know if it's going to be counting that back one. Nope.
No, that's okay. You walk away with your 2.
You drop the auto deuce on them, and you move on to the next end.
On to the next end. But Aaron, after that gold medal match with Schuster, it's been electric in this place. We've had it on repeat numerous times.
Such a good thing for the sport, don't you know?
Very good for the sport.
We're going to get a lot of support out of this, a lot of new curlers wanting to try it. And just a big win for Team USA. USA Curling, the USCA has needed a win like that.
They really needed that one, and they got it, and they came, and they won, and they delivered.
It speaks volumes to that high HP team. So we got Claire Moores delivering. Mouth open on that shot. That's very good form.
Nice and relaxed. That's what you want to see these guys doing.
Yes.
It's very high tensity now right there, right now.
A lot of pressure.
Nice and calm.
A lot
nice
of pressure.
And calm. Yeah.
Here it comes into the house.
Yeah, the one back here with their top.
All right, not a bad shot. They're trying to bait him into a little hit. Obviously, Team Wheeler has the advantage right now. But Kizlick does have hammer, so we'll see what they call here.
Kizlick just going for the freeze, I think, or is he going to go for the take?
He's going for the corner guard. That's a smart play.
That's the right call.
So, Ryan, tell us how you got into curling. You've had a lot of experience now in the juniors front. I know you are an avid bonspieler.
Yeah, so I'm a nomad now. I don't belong to a club, even though I live in Madison. Sometimes that's just a better life. You get out, you meet new people, you get to places like Denver, you get to travel a lot. And that's really what the sport is about. Really getting out, meeting new people.
Oh, definitely. Yep, agreed.
This is a great corner guard here, too. Maybe a little bit to the outside, but you can play with that all day.
Yeah, almost right on that quarter there. That's what you like to see. We got the quarters in the ice for mixed doubles. That's where you set the stones up before you play, if you're doing a power play. Of course, in this game, it doesn't really make a difference. You don't need them, but a good little reference for where you want those corner guards to land.
But you know, starting in curling, start out in middle school. Really, the younger age kids is where you got to start them. It's much more of a cultural thing. You get more of a bond with everyone that you start out with. Moved on to high school, won state there, showed up to the finals a couple times as well. Moved on to junior nationals, so on and so forth. But really, just creating bonds with everyone that you play along the way, and those are the people that I've continued to curl with along the way. How about you, Aaron? How did you get a start?
Oh, you know, it's been a long road to this point in my life. Started at the ripe old age of 10 years old, but
yeah,
ended up here in beautiful Denver, Colorado, where we have great ice and a great club.
Now, you were at men's nationals, right?
That's correct. Yep, that's correct.
That was a good game you guys played out there.
Yeah, we got to
You
play
really
some
held
good
your
teams.
own. Yeah.
We got to play Team Schuster, fencing, past medalist for the United States. Very good experience. Hope to get a few more teams out there. We're really building the competitive vibe here in Denver, Colorado.
Now watch this rock curl. Watch this rock work. That's a nice shot. But we're getting a lot of action out of these rocks. A lot of movement. They really go 3x3 curl almost at the end.
Control. Okay.
Enough separation on those to get rid of the red.
rocks out here, they're only about 4 years old. They got a lot of action. Doesn't take much to move them off.
You do not need the big weight on this ice, that's for sure. You can throw more control. You can keep rocks around after you hit. That's
they're
really
pounding the stone. They got to hold it straight.
Yep.
You got to avoid the jam.
Now watch this thing work. All right. That's not terrible at all. You keep it up on the tee. You get rid of the stuff behind.
Again, it does leave something for Kizlick to freeze to, though. Looking for the straight up hit here. Just the straight hit and stick. Looks like somebody left their broom in the middle ice there, just kind of hanging out, standing up straight. Very nice shot.
You know, Lance and the Wheeler rink, they're just going to play it very close to the vest on this whole game. They're going to play for misses and really capitalize on them as well.
Really got to go here.
Yeah, you really got to pull this one.
Quinton's working that directional sweeping.
Oh, they hold it. They held it.
He actually might have pulled that stone out.
That's a real nice rock.
Keep it around. Nice shot.
Right on the wings there. Nice place to be.
Oofta, that was pretty heavy.
Normal. Control normal. Might be slow.
These teams are playing pretty conservatively. Just keeping it open. It's okay to get a blank here and set it up better for the next end.
You know, Aaron, I think that's what we're going to get to this whole game. They're going to play it very close to the vest. They got it.
This is the finals. It's for all the marbles here tonight. That broom is still hanging out over there on the edge of the street. Nice tick, just enough to get it off. That's all they needed. All right, now we got the straight up draw for Quinton Way.
Yeah, do we want to be a hair on this side?
So we played the Wheeler rink for the semis, and it was amazing how they could throw a take and then just come in and throw a draw. Looks like he's a little up on this one, but
yeah, just a little hair heavy. We timed it at 3:16. Now that's unofficial, but it definitely is through the house.
That definitely was a 3-2.
Yeah, it probably was pretty accurate there.
Yeah, that's a tough one to throw that heavy a weight and then come in.
All right, Cynthia Smith up here now. Now this team actually that they're playing, Team Kizlick, is I believe their team for mixed nationals. I believe Dave serves on that team as well. So this is their mixed nationals team for clubs. They did qualify out of the Colorado MACA division. So very good team here, very good mixed team.
Yep. You can just see by the way they're playing. They're very experienced. They got the ice down. They know what they're doing. Yep. Playing a nice game.
Very nice shot here coming around.
Very nice.
We're going to get a full berry on this stone.
Watch this thing just suck it right in.
It's going to peek a little out the other side. It might be enough for Quinton to see.
That's a tough take to make out of the left hack, excuse me.
That's right. So they're playing the straight up draw, using a little backing on that stone.
Mine's great. Mine's really good. About top 4 weight, which means you got room. I don't want you to touch it, eh? You're like half under, then there's no double.
This thing's really got to work.
Yeah, that's good too.
He might get a piece. Just by it.
Foot. Yeah. That's a heartbreaker right there. It was a bold strategy, but maybe next time.
How do you feel about the run? Would you have called the run on that shot?
You know, you could. But what are they going to do on their next shot? They're going to call button or other side of the house and then split on you, and then they're going to try to do 2. But like they're going to get the 2 here now. Hopefully, if they make the draw. So it's tough either way. I guess I would have opted for the run back. Keep her a little more open.
This might be a little narrow, a little inside.
Oh, this is really working. Yeah, this is tough.
It's okay. It really protects that rock now.
Yeah, they're in a position now where that rock's covered.
They're putting the heat on Team Wheeler here.
Yeah, it's probably up to speed now.
No, actually, Lance Wheeler's going down to throw Skip Stone. Lance and Claire curl together on a mixed doubles team. They've traveled all over the world. They've been to Amsterdam recently, Estonia, curled in doubles nationals here in the U.S. Ended up making it out of their pool into the quarterfinals. So they are a very experienced team together. Great dynamics. Used to calling line for each other, so looks like line's good. They just need to burn a little weight, kill a little weight here, let it grab. Oh, they just sweep by. Oh.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Now, Team Kizlick has to be careful here. They don't want to set them up for a double. They have a very good stone buried in behind.
Yeah, I think you just go to the other side and let them shoot.
They're basically guaranteed 2.
Yeah. Well, if you can keep it in the rings, they're guaranteed 2. You gotta keep it in the rings.
Coming down. Looks a little heavy. 319. If that's accurate, it's through the house.
Yeah,
that looks very heavy.
That's
very
got a
heavy.
lot of heat.
So both teams struggling to draw that side.
Well, now watch this.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I didn't see that. That was a good call on his
Zoom
part.
in up here. It looks like we have a fan.
Whoa. What do we got going on here? 1 second. Let our cameraman load that for you.
You can see right into the warm room. We got a lot of fans out here this weekend.
What does that say? Go team what?
Go team. All right.
All right.
Well, it's good to have a lot of fans in the club. A lot of people watching, gaining experience. These are some of the most experienced curlers here at the Denver Curling Club, battling it out. Oh, it's up again.
Yeah, she's got it up again.
It says, does it say Schuster? Go team Schuster. This is a great shot coming down.
Is she heckling the other team?
All right, they're sitting second count, but that's okay. It's a very hard stone to get to. It says go teams. Very good video setup here at the Denver Curling Club. Is that go team Shart? Maybe she's she must be cheering
Short?
for Shart.
Short?
Go team Shart.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah, you know, maybe they're on sheet C over there, the Sharts.
Yeah.
They might be from
Heck of a last name, Aaron. Shart.
Saskatchewan? Do we
Maybe Newfoundland. You know what? Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Those
We got
crazy,
yes.
those crazy hosers.
Newfies, they call them, I think. Yeah, I don't know why they. I think the time zone over there is off by half an hour. Is that correct?
Yeah, they just do it.
Those
all
Newfies, they're crazy. This looks very nice. A little hot, a little spicy, but they got backing.
They got backing. It's A-okay. It's going to suck right in there. And
yeah, they'll.
Oh, boy.
A little hard on right here.
Oh, boy. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Kizlick answers with a 2. They got their auto deuce.
Now, it's all about the mental game coming up here in the next 6. You're back to even. You're tied. Just think about it as starting anew, except it's a 6-end game. So it makes it a little more intense. You can play a little bit more aggressively, but like I said before, they're going to keep it close to the vest. They're going to play it very conservatively.
And in this game, it's when you have the hammer, you're trying to get 2. You don't want to just get 1. You want to get your 2. It's actually considered a success for the other team if they can hold you to just 1 point.
That's a huge success.
So
and
both teams be able to follow through on their hammer shots and getting their 2.
And if you can hold them to 1, it just compounds over time, because then you come back and you get your 2, and then they get their 1, and it just keeps compounding. Pretty soon you just run away with the game.
I think it's called one-in them to death.
One-in them to death. Nice start to the end here, calling the about 3 guard. Nothing crazy. Just want to set it up nice and easy.
Four's better. He's got a curl. Make sure it's in if it's out that way.
About a 3-6. It's pretty close.
So, Aaron, you were over in Iceland, was it, curling? Was
Yeah,
it different at all, or tell me about
correct.
the culture over there?
Well, you'd think since they're on the metric system, the houses would be different sizes. But we went over there and we confirmed that they don't use the metric system for the 12-foot and the 4-foot. They still use the 12-foot and the 4-foot, not the 3-meter and the 2-meter.
Holy cow.
But it is it's interesting curling on the other side of the planet.
Do they strategize differently at all, or is it the same concepts, or
So
how should I
actually-
think about it?
Iceland was
Ooh, that's a rough shot for yellow.
just a little
That's
heavy
a
on the
rough
sap.
shot.
Just a little heavy there.
Yeah.
So Iceland plays a very crucial role in why curling's in the Olympics, and not many people
really?
realize that.
How so? Tell me.
So
they can sweep it.
when they were trying to get curling in the Olympics, they needed an even 24 countries to commit and say they'd play down, try to make it to the Olympics. If they didn't have enough countries, they weren't going to have curling in the Olympics. So they came up short by one country. They needed to get one more country on board. And the Canadians actually took curling to Iceland, took rocks there, trained Icelanders to curl, and they began a curling club. So with that, they were able to commit Iceland to play down to the Olympics. Now, they did not qualify, but they still were able to play down. And they had enough countries sign up to participate for the Olympics.
Holy cow.
So in '98, curling became an Olympic sport because of Iceland.
And now this year, there's something a little different. We have something called mixed doubles in the Olympics, which is totally different. It's new a little bit different, more aggressive, a little bit more technical.
It's very cutthroat, won't you say?
It is.
I mean, we have people doping in the Olympics for mixed doubles. You never would have thought that.
It's a terrible thing, that happened. It's unfortunate, really, for the sport of curling. You don't need to do that.
You would say it's against the spirit of the sport.
It is against the spirit of the sport. I don't know the circumstances. I'm not going to try to yellow again. That's rough.
Just a heartbreaker there.
Yeah, Claire's got to get it dialed in.
She just needs a little more mouth open on that shot.
Yeah, she's not as relaxed as when she first started.
A little happier.
Yeah.
If she gets a little happier, she'll make more shots.
Yeah, for sure.
Not a fan of the guard because it's right on tee. Let's try here.
So both teams this weekend rocking their top of the line curling gear. We have Team Kizlick all in their matching Denver Curling Club uniforms.
Where's the weight?
Dave Sir rocking the red, maroonish red Denver Curling Club jacket. But again, these guys are all in one team. They represent Denver Curling Club at mixed. Now the other team, Team Wheeler, they do curl together. mostly on Tuesday nights.
Come on this either.
This was supposed to be Team Falco, but due to a drastic injury.
Terrible injury.
Yeah, you know, it's just heartbreaking to see players like that get out for the season for injuries, but Team Falco is still represented with Dan Falco.
Yep. Hard.
Yeah, you know, Aaron, no one likes to see anyone get hurt. You know, curling on the off ice, on the off the ice, on the ice, either way, you know.
Off the on?
Off the on, you know, and this is going to be a nice off the on, too,
Oh,
here.
right there. That was
Look
a
at that.
great off the on.
You know, Red can't do anything with that stone. They're going to hit their back if they try to come around on it.
They
Makes
might
it
be
really
able to
tough.
tick it off. They just need to chip it a
There
little.
is separation, but the degree of difficulty is higher.
So obviously we see Team Wheeler not in matching uniforms, but they are still rocking the style. They got Quentin out there, bright yellow, Iceman, Ice Maker uniform.
They're curling for comfort. Aaron.
Yeah, you gotta do that. It is about looking good. Rule number 1 in curling is look good. So we have Claire out there with her Team USA mittens, and Lance rocking his Team USA mittens as well.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
Great little chip here. Great little chip.
Oh, wow. That makes the angle so much better for Red.
This is pretty good too.
You can be real aggressive
Nose
on
or
this
hair
draw
inside?
right in. Yeah.
Same way.
Yep.
Okay, nose and roll.
Yep.
Got to come along on it to get the roll.
Really hard.
Rocks are a little flat.
Now Dan Falco, he's got a good story.
Whoa.
He just joined the club last year. He's coming off of a few years of retirement. He hasn't been playing curling for a while. But both the Falco brothers have been curling since, wow, beautiful pick there. Beautiful pick right through the hole.
Nice shot.
Wasn't quite sure that's what they were trying to do, but it still ended up being a great shot.
And you know where that yellow is situated, right there on the left side. Red really, you'd have to come down normal on that to move it. And the degree of difficulty is just so great.
So he's gonna bump it like that much.
Right to it, no roll.
Play a little
Let's
tap.
hear what they're going to say.
Little tap.
Let's hear what they're going to say.
Try to get to the inside.
Yeah, it's a tough shot, but if he can make it, the crowd's going to be ecstatic on this one.
Yep.
Straight drop.
So Dan Falco, yeah, he's coming off of a few years of absence in the curling community. He did curl juniors with his brother Dave Falco. They quite a bit of curling growing up. They are very experienced curlers. Got back into it. He's got a great heart, great young player. Got a lot of potential.
He's going to go far. Aaron. You know,
I think
you gotta
he will.
take. I think it goes a long way just to take a few years off curling.
You just
Come
have to
back fresh.
You have to have the right attitude. And
Right
and
attitude.
Dano's got that attitude.
Oh, no, wow.
He locks it in. He gets it done.
Now, this rock right here is a testament to how swingy this ice is. You saw that thing curl a good 6 feet.
No forgiveness.
No forgiveness. You got to know what it's going to do on every single line. And that just makes that yellow shot to take out so much
Quentin
harder.
going for the pin here.
This is the shot, too.
Line's good. Line's good.
I mean, you could get aggressive and come right in on that
Looks a
4 foot.
little spicy, but I think it's going to settle down.
Yeah, they got to work. It's got to work.
A little spicy. You got to let it sit.
Oh, it's got to stop. Got to let it work.
There it is.
Leave it back. Okay, that's nice. That's a really nice shot, Aaron. That's very nice.
Sweet.
Oh, and we actually have Dave Falco back here in the booth with us.
I'll be joining you guys later.
Dave's
Oh,
been
nice.
bartending all weekend. We got his brother on the ice here shooting lights out. Coach Falco. This is his team. Dave Falco is managing this team for the weekend. Needs to make sure they get the W here. But Team Kizlick is putting on a heck of a performance.
You know where that yellow's situated, right behind the tee. It's perfect for red. They can still come in, get one, be fine. It's got to do a lot of work.
It's going to get a piece. He's going to get a little bit.
Get a piece,
He
but
rolls.
not enough, Aaron.
He's going to roll a little. Not a bad shot.
Okay, move it. Okay,
Red's-
so this is getting a little curious for yellow now. They're sitting one in the house.
Red's
There's
building the
3
house.
red, yeah. This could get real dicey real fast. Kizlick really putting it on him. But,
And we got the shot underway here.
Yeah, no stones. Yep, got it.
oh, they're really going hard. They got to go really hard on this one.
You got it, guys. Go. Hold that line.
Look at that sweeping, though. The technique is flawless
Yeah,
here.
guys, keep going. Keep going.
Great
Velcro,
directional.
look at- just
great
look at that
directional.
one.
We got a 45-degree angle. Holding that stone
Got to
out.
really go here.
Keep going.
They're
Got
around.
to really go.
Oh, just
Keep
a
it
little
going.
tick.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
Pretty good.
All right, they can use that.
This way, Venom.
What do you do here, Aaron? I'm not entirely sure. If you're red, you're Kizlick. What do you do here to
Well-
just defend your two?
You only got 2 stones left. They do have to put something in there so they don't give up a big end. Yellow is set up pretty well here. All their stones are in front of the tee. Red's behind the tee. That's not the ideal situation. But I think Kizlick is going to opt for the draw.
You know, those reds on the back look a little bit loaded to where if Lance comes with some real heavy weight, he could potentially get the triple, which would really save the end for him.
Yep. They got a lot of options here. They can
They
do
do.
a few hits. I feel like Kizlick does enjoy drawing at the end of the day.
He's got it locked down, man. He's got it locked down.
He loves his draw game, which is very good to have as a skip. You always want to have draw weight in the back of your pocket. Looks like they're going to do a hit here. Setting up for the double, and that is there.
Okay.
Now, it's a little dangerous because if they hit it a little thick, they're going to be jamming.
But you know, it hits thick. You're still sitting 2-3 on the outside.
You know, I'm picking up a little bit of an accent. Where are you from here?
So originally from Waupaca, Wisconsin. Some consider it northern Wisconsin. It's more central Wisconsin. So it just happens.
So you'd say it's basically Canada.
Basically, when you're in Wisconsin, you're basically there. It's
lot
a
of
little
Canadian
bit
influence.
different demeanor, a little bit more sarcastic people, but still all around very nice.
Yeah, I've heard.
Wholesome.
I've heard of Minnesota nice and also Wisconsin passive aggressive. So I think
Yes,
that is a
yes.
thing.
Yes. Have you heard of that guy for Charlie? Charlie, what's his name? He does the keeper moving.
Oh yeah, the Manitowoc Minute.
The Manitowoc Minute. He encompasses the Wisconsin spirit.
This is a pretty good
This
stone.
is a good stone. Yeah,
See,
it's got to look a
they're
lot.
begging for some curl here. They're begging for curl. It's coming. Oh, this
Holy
is
cow.
going to get a little bit of a rub, but that's
Holy
okay.
cow.
Little rub.
Holy cow. Oh,
It just rolled a little
much
too
for
far.
him. Oh boy, they could have got that one to stick on top of that yellow. It's lights out this end then.
We'll see what they call here.
Yellow still won. I think you just cover it up and you force them to draw, Aaron.
A wide open hit on that.
No.
That's
You
still-
play it nice and conservative. You cover that yellow up. You force them to draw. Now, granted, he just threw it, but make him do it again.
We can tap that thing and roll it into. I would just edge it.
Do you think he's going in?
They're changing shots. It looks like they're doing the hit and roll.
Hit and roll. Holy cow.
You can see all of that stone, it looks like. Easily get to the inside. Easily roll in.
You got to get to the inside on this one. They're thinking it over, but I think they'll end up doing it.
Again, thank you for joining us. If you're watching at home, we have a free live chat. Feel free to type into the comment section. We'll do our best to respond if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Even a witty joke or two, we'll take that as well.
Yeah, literally. Any questions? We're all open books here.
Yeah, it's a straight draw. I just if you put it all in all, he's got double.
They want the guard. Let's go, guard. They want the guard.
And we're underway here.
Yeah, nice right out of hand.
3-7, a little light.
Oh, they got to hold it, Aaron.
We're looking for about 3-6 here for T, so they definitely are light.
They're in the ballpark. They could leave it high.
And they're leaving it very short here.
Okay, you know what?
We'll work with it. I think
It covers it up about 3 inches more. And really, you can't get to it that way without jamming on your own. You just got to go for the draw and walk away. So, Aaron, do the rocks glide further since we're at altitude?
that's that's an interesting theory. We are at about 6,000 feet of elevation here in Golden, Colorado, so it definitely makes an impact on these curlers. You're talking about a lot of air resistance, so the air does make a difference. Over 125 feet, you might cut down a little bit because there is not as much oxygen up here.
I think it affects the sweepers more than anything.
Yeah, the sweepers.
You fly people in from like me, from Wisconsin or on the East Coast.
Well, you're coming from what, 800 feet above sea level?
800 feet elevation, and it just
Jeez Louise,
just punishes your lungs, man. Just kills them.
Yeah, so a lot of sweepers out here this weekend getting winded very fast. They have to learn to pace themselves at elevation.
You really do. You got to know when to give it your all and when to take it back a little.
It might have given these local teams a leg up.
I think it might have, Aaron. I think it might have. And that's why you're seeing 2 Denver clubs here curling against each other.
Yeah, both semifinals games had out-of-town teams, one from Chicago, one from good old Wisconsin. And both Denver teams were able to take them down pretty handedly. Okay, it looks like we have St. Louis joining us.
Thanks for joining us down there. Oh, no.
Is this the hit and roll?
Yeah, 3.58. That's a real good time, Aaron.
Draw weight.
Draw weight, right tee. We've seen this a couple times. Gotta let it work.
Oh, a little heavy.
Oh, that's too bad.
So Lance going down for his hammer throw. They're sitting 1. Looks like they're just straight up drawing pin. We like to call this on Monday nights. We curl league here, and we like to call this the $5 shot. If you can hit the pin, you get $5. Straight as that. I don't know if I'd give him $5. Lance is a pretty good curler. Maybe $2.50.
Wait, you're lowering the amount of money you give him because he's a good curler?
Yeah, it comes and goes.
She comes and goes.
Very nice line here.
Unfortunately, we didn't get a split time on this one.
This is all the sweepers. All the sweepers. Now they're going hard.
Got to go real hard, yeah.
It looks really nice.
This looks really good.
Very great.
This is what you want to see. Oh, Aaron.
That technique. A little heavy. A little heavy.
Got to sit down. Got to sit. All right.
And he got his auto deuce.
Got his due. You'll walk away. You know what? That's really good when your skip can just come in, draw 4 foot, and walk away. Does so much for morale. You know that your skip's got it, and you can just any end that you're in a tight spot and in a bind, skip can just come in, take care of it for you. That's what you need. That's really what you need.
We just want to thank Matt Culbertson and Sean Stevenson for joining in. Just a side note here, looks like David Sir is the first person to be going for a 2-time championship here at the Mile High Open.
Let's go, guard. Lots of room. Lots of room. Your stone cue. Your stone cue. Looks like a lot from here.
Looks like a good rock coming down here. They just want it to curl up a little. That's why It's the directional sweeping. That's why you hear them call them just Q. So what they're going to do is they're going to try to sweep that rock over a little with just Quinn. It's a real nice rock. So Aaron, you've traveled the country, the world, really curling. Maybe tell us a story, one of your most impressive stories from being out on the road.
Yeah, you know,
hitting it hard.
Curling's a great sport, but it is a very dangerous sport. One time I almost died out there on a bonspiel.
Whoa, wow.
We're sitting there. One more beer, Dave. We're sitting there in our hotel room after the spiel. You know, had a decent weekend, won the third event, nothing crazy. Just a couple guys hanging out.
Wait, in your hotel room?
In our hotel, yeah. You know, when we're on the road, we're usually staying at hotels. And we're sitting there having a good time. You know, typically 3:30 in the morning, as always.
Yeah.
Just hanging out. Might have been a little bit lit, but that's okay. And all of a sudden, we hear this massive boom, huge bang. We look over, and a car had hit our hotel room. And
what?
It collapsed in the wall. We could see out through the wall.
Get a little cold, a little bit of a
luckily,
draft.
they backed up. They did back up a little bit, but the wall was still pretty caved in. And we didn't know what to do. Again, we weren't completely there.
Well, you just kind of let it go. Why make a big deal out
No.
of it?
Well, we had to get a little bit of sleep that night, so we went down. As we went down to the receptionist, we want to let her know that we weren't the ones running through walls. And we go down there. And we're like, "Excuse me, miss, we have a problem with our room.
Just a slight one.
Just a slight problem. Somebody hit our room with their car, and we want to get some sleep tonight." And she says, "I know it was me." So
wait, it was the receptionist?
Yes, she was coming to work. She was on the morning shift. She hit our room by accident. Don't tell me how. Don't tell me why. We got that room for free for the night. It was just a little bit of a draft.
God bless you guys.
Lights close. Lights really close.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, clear. Yeah, clear. Yeah, clear hard. Hard. Really hard.
Let me see the race.
Little tight here. They got to get it around.
I don't think they're around, Aaron.
Okay, split's not bad. That's fine.
All right, you're red here. You got two sitting up front. What do? Do you peel? Try to double them off and set one on? Do you think you can do that? Or
Red is still sitting very well, very good here. They have hammer.
Yeah.
They're just going to keep it open, keep that center open. They want to play to the outsides.
For sure. You can just stack throwing up those guards. That's how you accumulate points in this game.
Yeah, Dina threw a very, very nice corner guard.
Yep.
Broom is still hanging out over there on the right side.
Yeah, they really got to move on this. They're going to get the double, actually. Yeah, wow.
Good shot.
Holy cow. Holy guacamole. Did you see that one?
Great shot.
That's a great shot. Now, whether they meant it or not, I don't know. But you gotta like that shot. For red, that's what brings home the win.
Roll this way? Yeah, roll the house. The shooter or this guy? Shooter. That's only the one. Too far apart. Probably roll this one. Hit it right here.
All right, Ryan, so that was my best curling story. You've also played.
I gotta think. Give me a second.
I mean, you've done a lot of traveling here in this great planet we call home, and for bonspiels, Wisconsin bonspiels like a champ.
Yep.
What's your craziest story, funniest thing you've come across in your day?
Yep.
You know, you get these guys in Wisconsin, they wear kilts. And curling in the Wapaka men's, it's always a little rowdy. You gotta love it. And these guys take these kilts very seriously.
Kilts, you're talking about man skirts, right?
Man skirts, and whatever, call it what you want. And I remember it's Sunday. Everyone's a little wish-washy. One guy we like to call Bowmore, he's out there playing in the finals, and he just slips and falls right on his ass. Except he wasn't wearing underwear. So you walk out on the ice, and you just see two ass cheeks right on the ice. It's stuff like that, though, that really makes curling.
It's a special sport.
It's a special sport.
It's just special.
Stuff like that you remember for a lifetime. People that make the sport fun.
Yeah, how could
and
you
you
forget?
always want to curl with them. You always want to curl with them.
This looks a little outside.
And it's just going to keep going out there. It gets real straight if you throw any amount of weight.
Still might get a piece.
Oh, that's going to work. That's going to work in Yellow's favor. Lance got it off easy. All right, we got a rock behind the tee here. We got two rocks behind the tee. This is going to work in Lance's favor.
Quinway up to throw. Quinway actually won Employee of the Year last year for the Denver Curling Club. Very dedicated, extremely great, well curler here at the Denver Curling Club. He's always seen helping others out, instructing, teaching the spirit of the game.
Hey, Aaron, I got a question for you. What's a curler's favorite food?
I don't know, Ryan. What would that be?
Takeout.
Oh, takeout.
Hey there, oh there.
Ba-doom-tsh.
Control.
Oh, man. Keep those comments coming. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that end with Bowmore, you could say there were 10 stones on the ice instead of 8. Oh, very nice hit here. Little roll.
Little bit of action.
Good. That's a great shot.
You know, they gotta make sure it curls in enough so that
Makes it a little more
back
difficult
yellow
on yellow.
doesn't become a factor.
Yellow's got to hit it right, or else there is a jam.
Control.
Red trying to get their deuce here.
Yep.
Looks a little inside.
Oh, they gotta work. They gotta scrub hard.
Claire Moore's.
They gotta scrub real hard.
Claire going hard. 45-degree angle.
Hard. Really
Oh,
hard.
they're going to just stick it. Oh,
You know, and that could be a big game changer in this whole
that's
game.
a deadly shot right there.
That's a deadly one.
Okay.
You know, that comes back to my prior comment. You got to be really careful on this ice because it's going to swing. If anything, you just opt on taking 3 inches more and just being okay if you roll one way or another.
Tough shot. But Kizlick has a chance to capitalize on this. We'll see if they can take it away.
I think that's our best bet.
They got backing on that side, so that is a very good shot to call.
I don't even mind sitting on this one. If it comes a little heavy, here's fine.
Again, Derek reiterating that heavy's okay. They do have backing.
We're shooting
Yeah,
top
this
eight.
shot just comes down to line, Aaron. That's all it comes down to. Then you're sitting 3 and you're really sitting pretty. Aaron,
Where are we?
who's your favorite curler?
You know, I've been asked that in the past, and I've always been an advocate of John Schuster, even in his hard times. He's one of those guys you got to get to know, you got to meet, you got to talk to the guy to really come around. Oh, they just got
that's
a beautiful tick.
They got real lucky on that one.
Yeah,
Aaron.
that was a little lucky.
Real lucky.
But as they say, it's better to be lucky than good.
All day, every day.
But yeah, again, John Schuster, I know he's taken a lot of heat in the past.
It's a love-hate thing, really. Like, past 2 Olympics or so, people, it's easy to hate. But then he comes up with the gold, and you can't hate that.
No, you can't. You really can't. But
you really can't.
When Schuster shoots at 94%, takes home the gold, there's nothing wrong with that. I think saying you Schustered it is going to be take on a whole new meaning.
Oh, yeah, we've been using it this weekend. You know, when it just comes down to the clutch shot for quite a few, you just got to Schuster it.
So we'll see here if Lance can channel his inner Schuster and hit this hit and roll. I think he's trying to get a little hit and roll over.
You got to get a little action on this one.
He's coming normal weight.
Oh, they got to go hard, Aaron.
Looks pretty good.
You gotta deconflict that back yellow. They got to keep going. This is a good shot. This is a real good shot.
Little roll, keep going.
Get a little action on that. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Okay, it is still wide open. Red just has to hit and stick.
Just somewhere in the paint, they walk away with 3. That's a big end. That's a big end. Oh. I misspoke. Yellow has hammer.
No, red has hammer.
Red has hammer.
Yep.
Why is there... Oh, I see. I got confused. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's easy to get confused in this sport. It takes a lot of brain, mental capability to play curling.
You know, you got to keep track of those stones, know what's what. It's so easy to get caught up in the game, the strategy. You can forget that you have the hammer or you don't.
Half this game is strategery. You have to have good strategery. The other half is just following through. You can call the best game in the world, but if you can't hit a shot, you're just going to lose the game.
All day.
Again, you could call the worst game in the world, hit every shot, and still lose the game. It's just a horse apiece.
It's all about the opponent, Aaron. Really, it's all about the opponent. If you're playing at the same level, calling the same games.
Oh, this might be a... Oh, they just snuck it by. Nice roll here.
We're going to get a nice, good action out of this.
Great roll.
Real nice rock. Really nice rock.
All right. Final stone for Team Wheeler. Red is sitting 3. They don't want to give up a big end here, but red is perfectly buried on both sides. It is behind the tee. There is plenty of space to bury and freeze. I think that's what Lance is trying to do here.
You know, you gotta go for the gusto sometimes. You gotta draw in there, and you gotta show them who's gonna win.
A skip's best friend is his draw weight. You need to keep that draw weight in your back pocket. And this is where it comes through right here.
Truly.
Big shot of the game for Lance Wheeler.
This could be a big swing in points. Could go from 3 to 1 for yellow.
Looking for draw weight here. About 3-6.
3-8. That's a little light.
Very light. We need
Twins
to go.
Really got to go. They both got to be on that hammer and that stone, Aaron, or it's going to
both
overcurl.
have to be on it.
They got to be on it really hard, really, really hard. Oh, they could have a real nice rock here, Aaron. Oh, real nice rock. Watch that.
A little heavy, actually.
Holy cow! They held it a little too much. All right,
Still a nice shot.
That's
Still
a great shot. They're not going to be able to do anything with that, really.
It is still behind tee.
They got to shoot it through that gap.
Kizlick can play a little down weight, tap it through.
And drop forward. That's a huge error.
There's a lot of rocks back there, though. A lot of rocks to catch.
Aaron, I got another one for you. Why are curlers such great artists?
Oh, that's a
good
stumper.
one.
Yeah. I don't know. Why are they such great artists, Ryan?
Because they know how to draw.
Oh.
Hey there.
Ba-dum. It's all about that draw. Looks like they're just trying to push that yellow through that hole back there. It's a little tricky because if they jam on the yellow, the back yellow, they only get 3. If they jam on the back red, they only get 3. That's still a good end.
Aaron, you said the same thing. You know, they got to come along on this one just a little bit. You're going to get enough action out of the stone.
Ideally, they get 4. That's what they're shooting for.
They need 4. They get 4 here.
That's
a
big
lights out.
end.
That's a big end. And Lance, it's all about mindset then. You're down 2. It's the start of the game. Just think of it that way. They got their 2. You got to get your 2 to tie it back up. Oh, he's coming real up on that.
Line doesn't look bad.
2-9-2. That's backboard with a bounce.
He's just trying to pick it, it looks like, trying to hit it out.
Oh,
They're
no, up. Whoa.
Directional sweeping it over.
Oh, that is suboptimal.
Uh-oh. Well, they're still going to score here. They're still going to score. How many?
I think that's 1. I think that's only 1 red.
It's 1 red. They needed to score at least, though. They needed to get,
you know, that's a big break for Team Wheeler there. That could have been huge. And that really speaks to Kizlick's
now again,
raw talent.
Team Kizlick coming out. Kizlick's a very experienced curler.
Level-headed.
Like we said, board member here at the Denver Curling Club. Did only get 1 there. So it was a success for Team Wheeler. Held them to 1. Team Wheeler gets hammer back, up 1. Coming back in the 5th end now. So it looks like it's been an advantage to take yellow here for these championship games. Looking across all 4 sheets. Sheet A.
Sheet A is coming out real strong.
Yellow is up. Looks like that's the sobering rink. A whole team of soberings out there.
Do you know what event that is, Aaron? Is that B? No, that's got to be
C. It looks like the C.
That's
the
C event.
And it's against the Sethies, and it looks like the Sethies, is it? I think
yes,
the Sethies are up.
Yep.
So, again, they chose yellow. Yellow is statistically proven to win 51% of the time.
Where are you getting those stats from, Guy?
You know, we've done many studies here at the Denver Curling Club, and anybody will tell you that yellow does have the advantage. Solely based on color. Rocks are exactly the same. Then we're panning back over to Sheet B. Claire Moore is delivering her
Let's see
stone.
this shot.
Sheet C looks like I think
real
they're
tight game on Sheet
no,
C.
I think they're up by quite a few. It's just
they
their
are.
standard. It's 5-1 here. In Sheet C.
Is that Debbie that's got it, or
Yeah, Debbie McCormick. She did represent the USA in the Olympics here, the previous Olympics.
real tight game on Sheet D over
Sheet
there.
D.
We
Now
got a real
yellow
good
is
game.
tied, so it goes to show you here. We have 3 out of the 4 sheets. Yellow's winning. In Sheet D, it's tied. So very close games across the board. Again, though, if you do get your chance, always choose yellow.
Real high quality curlers here today, Aaron. Real high quality.
Yeah, one more shot, Dave. Fireball, please.
Fireball.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nose is good. Yep. Normal.
All right, we're panning back over on Sheet B here. Back to the feature game, A event finals of the Denver Mile High Open Bonspiel. A little tight here.
All the way to it.
Dan Falco really powering away at that directional sweeping.
You can really hold it on this ice, but that might roll out.
Oh, nice roll.
Holy guacamole, that's a good shot, Aaron.
Control, normal.
Again, we'd just like to thank all our viewers out there. Feel free to comment on the comment section. We'll be answering questions, comments, concerns, jokes. Keep them flowing.
Yeah,
this
really.
video.
Any questions you got?
Wrap
Don't
up.
be shy. Don't be shy.
We're wrapping up here the Mile High Open Bonspiel. 4th annual at the Denver Curling Club in beautiful Golden, Colorado.
Weather's been great. About 20 degrees. Really keeps the frost off the ice. You have no clue if you get a hot day or a really cold day outside. It can affect the ice sometimes.
Yeah, and in Colorado here, we're kind of blessed because it's dry. It's very low humidity. We don't have to worry about frost as much as these Midwestern clubs.
Aaron, listen to these curlers. They're all having a great time. It's the finals.
They're hooping and hollering
They're
out
all
there.
hooping
You like
and
to
hollering.
see that.
Yeah, that's what you want to see.
Dano's on his stone. Trying to get a little hit
Oh,
here.
they got to go real hard on this.
Looks
real
really
hard.
nice. Really nice.
Oh, they're pulling it right out. All right, just swap the colors.
It's a very tight game. They're just playing hits, keeping it open, playing conservatively.
Tight and heavy.
Hold on. This is shot. That's second.
Go here now.
Very nice shot.
No,
Just
wait.
both teams now just playing it clean. It's very close.
Right there.
Mine's good. Whoa. Yep. 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 Whoa. Whoa. Good roll. Good roll again. Good roll again. That's me. Good roll.
And they're just swapping stones here, back and forth. Trying to get a roll behind.
Sorry. Keep getting caught.
Just trying to get a nice roll. They got a very nice center guard up there. Very nice hit. Little roll. They're trying to get under that. If they can get under that guard, they can get a few points here.
Normal.
Cheers, buddy.
Here we go.
Quinn Way bringing the heat.
Close. Nope.
All right, Ryan. I got a good joke for you here.
Hit it.
Why encourage children to get into the sport of curling?
Well, it's good. Is this a joke or is this a real question? Just kidding. No, hit it.
It's just
What-
a joke.
All right, hit it.
It's the only way to get them to sweep the house.
Oh, that's a good one.
But no joke. You want to get them started at a young age. Get the juniors
Sure.
involved.
They got to weigh more than the stone, though, Aaron. They got to weigh more than the stone.
Yeah, you know, Team Schuster. Schuster actually participated in the Kyle Satcham Junior Spiel in St. Paul, Minnesota, growing up.
Way back in the day, they participated.
The same spiel that we participated in back when we were juniors. There's a lot of history there. These spiels, they happen year after year. Great hit here.
Real nice.
Little
rock.
roll.
Real nice.
Try
rock,
to get it
Aaron.
away. They're trying to do that on purpose to keep a little separation. If yellow gets under there, it's going to be very hard for Team Kizlick to hit their yellow out. But that's what curling's all about. We have a lot of bonspiels. They try to maintain these bonspiels year after year. Again, this is only the 4th year of the Mile High Open, but at this facility. But hopefully we keep it running year after year and get the same teams participating, building it up, making it competitive.
You will, Aaron. You will. This is a great spiel out here in Denver, Colorado, coming from Wisconsin. You know, that's my bread and butter there. Like I said before, I'm a nomad, but getting out here to Denver, rocks glide a little bit further out here. It's a little bit tougher to sweep. It's a great environment, great people, though.
So much to offer, too. You don't just come out here to curl. You come out here to ski, snowboard. You get to golf. Sometimes we do the trifecta. We wake up, ski, go out, play a few holes of golf, and then come to the curling club at night.
And you know what? You hit the Miller Coors Brewery in between.
We also want to thank Chris Nodier here. He's operating all the cameras. He's responsible for this setup, this beautiful...
we got a great tech setup here.
Yeah, this is one of the best streams in the country.
It is. It truly is. Dynamic, lots of angles. You can see what's going on.
Really
you can get the split time.
It keeps the viewers engaged. It really does.
Yes. Oh. We got to get some action out of this stone here.
Got to get a little curl here. And Claire's coming up to sweep. She's going to power that one through. Is she going to get it? Is she going to get it?
She's got to go real hard, Aaron.
It might just hang. It's hanging.
It's just a biter on the back.
That's why you want to be ready as a third. You want to be up there right on the tee, ready to sweep that one through.
And you know what?
She almost got it.
That makes it really enticing for Yellow to just come in and play to the 4-foot.
Yeah,
Lance has been throwing a lot of draws here. Should be lights out. Let's see how this ends.
So we just had a viewer chime in here with a quick question. They were wondering what a biter was. So we have a biter on the back house. That means the rock is just barely touching the house.
Generally, a biter is considered less than a half a stone on the paint. That's what I call it. Is that a good definition, Aaron?
Yeah, I think that sounds about right. As long as you can be touching the paint, it counts as a point.
Yes.
So here, Yellow did outcount that biter on the back, but it is wide open for a hit. They didn't get buried.
They did not. But, you know, Yellow comes away with 1 here, up by 2. The only thing that you got to take in consideration here is that it's the odd ends that they're in right now. That's not a good lineup if you're up by 2.
Yeah. So
So I mentioned something a little bit ago about having the hammer in the odd ends. Really, you want to finish the 8th end with the hammer. Oh, we got a good rock coming here.
Yeah, we're playing 8-end games this weekend, not 10-end. 10-end games are in the Olympics. Great shot.
Holy
so close.
guacamole. That's
holy guacamole, don't you know?
That plays right into Yellow's favor.
Yellow's got a wide open hit. Try to roll behind again.
I mean, you get a little bit of action to the right, though. You sweat it a little, but you don't want to get too cute, Aaron. You don't want to get too cute on this one.
Lance delivering his final stone.
Let's see how this one goes.
Just got a hit and stick for 2.
Lance with the windup.
Both sheets delivering at the same time. It's going to be a very loud shot.
That's a downweight take. That's a downweight take, Aaron.
It's a little outside.
It's a little on the outside.
He's trying to sweep it in.
Oh, this is going to be a beaut.
Great shot.
That's a great shot.
So Yellow gets their deuce. Moves up to 6-3. We are at 6-3. Advantage Yellow. So this facility here, Denver Curling Club, Denver Curling Center, as you can see from the Highway 6, Denver Curling Center. It's used by the entire community. We have club members here who pay club dues to be members of this club. We also have many corporate events coming through, participating, companies coming out to try the sport. We also have Denver University. Denver University plays here as well. So we have quite a few people from all over the community curling, participating, and using this center that was just built 4 years ago.
It's beautiful ice, Aaron. You know, Quinn, right there in the red, sweeping that one in. He does the ice. He does a magic. Like, it's magic what he does to this ice. Fantastic.
Really good. Rest of the day.
And Quentin just got a few pieces of equipment this year. Brand new scraper. So now the Denver Curling Club has 2 scrapers in case one goes down. We're panning over right now to kind of take a look at them. Brand new scrapers. So he's got a few more toys in his pocket to use. Make scraping faster if they really want to get a scrape done.
You know, those things are like gold to an ice maker. Really, you got to send to Canada for the blades. They have to be perfectly flat to make perfect ice. And to have a good set like that, that really says a lot about the club and their dedication to the ice.
We just, we just don't want to. Club was concerned. We didn't want to have a scraper go down, because if you have a scraper go down,
you're
done. You're done for a month at least until it gets repaired. You can't get it repaired around here. You can't just take it down to your local Quick Lube Auto and get it tuned up. You got to have guys come down from Canada to get it fixed.
Yeah, it's not a quick fix. You got to be careful with it, because this ice is like gold. You got to be
especially with a season that the Denver Curling Club has. I mean, the Denver Curling Club's open from September to June.
Wow, that's a long season, Aaron.
Nice way, Claire.
All right, real good yellow rock there.
Beautiful draw. Beautiful.
Kizlick, it's going to be interesting to see what he does with this stone. He could come in, try to double it, roll to the outside. He could just try to go for one, just nose it, sit one. Excuse me, sit 2, because it would probably jam. Really depends. It's early on in the end. They could do a lot with this. He's going to hit it with a little bit down weight. Yeah, back line. Just kind of.
Yeah, back line.
Yeah. Spread him out a little. Think that's enough ice, Aaron? It's coming with like back 8, back 12 weight.
Back line weight. It's going to curl here. They're going to get
they're
quite a bit of
the
curl.
Sweepers on these 2. Gotta go.
He looks a little heavy.
Oh, he came up. She came up. Excuse me. Oh boy.
This might be a big miss.
Oh boy.
A little tick.
All right. Yellow sitting 1.
Yellow's playing it.
Does here.
So yellow does not have hammer, but they're playing it clean.
Oh wow.
They're trying to pick off every red stone that they put in play. They do not want red to get any points in the 6th.
You know, I think they're okay with red taking 1 here.
This is a very crucial end, though. It's the 6th end. It's an even end. Red needs to score. Red needs to score in the even end here to have hammer in the 6th. You assume that you will score when you have hammer.
Oh, they nosed it, Aaron. That gives red some room
Quentin
to run.
is frustrated.
You know, you're up by 3. That gives you some room to run.
It's a very good game going so far,
Yes.
but we've seen in the past, last year, we had Team Ritgers up by, I don't know what it was, 6, 5, and 6. And, you know, Jerry Van Brunt's rink came back to win. So you can't count anybody out. We have Sheet A. Looks like Jason Sethy's team is still winning 4-2. Sheet C. Looks like Michelle Ricker's rink is up 5-1 still.
Yes, if you can. Yeah, I need it for line. Yep.
Oh, they gotta go real hard on this, Aaron. Real hard. Look at that rock starting to work.
It's going to get to the inside of that
Oh
stone.
no, that's a little.
It's just so.
Cow. Look at that sucker curl. So, Aaron, have you ever curled outside?
You know, this sport, it's a Scottish sport. It originated in Scotland on the lake, on the lochs, as they say.
The locks.
And it's an outdoor sport. It's played inside now, so we can control the conditions. We can control how much it curls, make sure there's no snow on the ice, but it's meant to be played outside. So every now and then you will come across a bonspiel that's still played the traditional way outside. Now you're playing on ice that is a lot slower and a lot straighter than the ice we're playing on today.
Potentially it has more grooves in it, right?
Exactly, because it's natural ice. If you ever get a chance to curl on natural ice outside, I'd say take it. It's definitely a different game, and it's a lot more fun.
So I think up in Idaho, is that correct? Up in Idaho, they have a outdoor bonspiel. It's called the Sawtooth Outdoor.
Yep. The Stanley Outdoor Bonspiel.
Mine's better.
Fantastic bonspiel, fantastic company in the middle of the Sawtooth Mountains.
Mine's good.
You won that spiel, correct?
We did back in 14,
Yeah, 3 years ago, eh?
but it's natural ice.
Oh, they gotta go
get
really
a
hard.
chance.
Oh, they're gonna. Oh boy.
A little short here.
Oh
We're actually, Denver Curling Club is trying to go for the world record of curling at the highest elevation on natural ice. Little known fact, the highest lake in the U.S., heck in North America, is in Colorado, and it's called the Pacific Tarn. So
Where's that? Is that up by Breckenridge?
a
or?
group of curlers here in Denver Curling Club is looking to curl bonspiel early October, mid to early October. Hike a few, you have to hike the stones up to that elevation. It's at about 13,000
Holy
feet.
cow.
So that's the pinnacle of outdoor curling, figuratively and literally.
Boy, if you guys can do that, let me tell you, it's going to do so much for the sport. All right, so we saw yellow come down in a little bit too hot, push theirs to the back. That was a little bit suboptimal. Kizlick just going for the draw.
Mine's good.
Got to get some good action out of the stone. You can see where he's sitting. That's where he wants the stone to end up. It's coming down.
Go ahead, Dina.
Oh, they got to go. They got to go real hard. They got to move this stone. Oh, real hard. You
Trying
see
to
how
get
he's cornering
this-
that sweep in that stone? Park it in there. They got to
get
pull that rock in there.
Trying to get it curl. All three sweepers
Oh,
going
real
now.
hard.
All
Real
three
hard.
sweepers.
Real hard. All right.
The rule is you can have anybody sweeping. If they wanted, they could have the thrower come up and sweep as well. It's a little funny when you get all four team members up there sweeping a stone, but sometimes it does happen.
You know, here's a good rule of thumb. The first sweeper can carry it 8 feet. The second one can carry it 4. The third can carry it 2. And the last one can carry it an extra foot. Let me tell you, sometimes that just does the world of difference when your skip can come up. 3-2-4 rock here. That's about back line. Excuse me, backboard. Perfect shot. Execution. All right, Aaron, I got a joke for you here.
All right, keep them coming.
All right, let's keep
her
her moving. Why was the curler late for his draw?
That's a good question. I've been late for my draw before.
I think we have a few times. He overswept. Oh.
Badooch.
Hey there, oh there.
You overslept, right? Like swept.
Swept.
Yep.
It's a pretty fast stone.
Pretty similar to the first one.
He's trying to tap it through.
Oh, they got to go really
Real tight.
hard.
Oh, no,
This
it's
is
gonna
real
crash.
tight. Oh,
It's just going to slide through
that's
the
a
house,
hard
too.
breaker for red. That's a real hard breaker.
Somewhere top of 8 foot.
Stacked on top of that one.
All right, Aaron, you're yellow here. You're up 3. You're sitting 2 in the house, 1 behind the tee, 1 in front. What do you do here? What do you think?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
You know, you're up by 3. You got 1 behind the tee, 1 in front. What do you do? What do you think?
So, yellow here is just trying to prevent red from scoring. If they score 1, it's still a win for yellow. But it looks like they're splitting the house here. They're just trying to put another rock in the house. Red's going to have to throw a double.
I think you really put the screws on them here.
They're
Yeah.
really sweeping. They're trying to get it to the house.
It's
it looks
gotta
short.
be in. It's in. It's in. That's all there, Aaron. Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's there. But it does leave a lot of drawdowns. We'll see. Kizlick has some opportunity to draw down, too.
Definitely gotta get it. All right, yellow sitting 3 here.
And they are playing for the championship of the Mile High Open here on Sheet B. They
This
win
is for all the marbles.
Yeah, it's the coveted Mile High Open trophy. We have it sitting right next to us. It's got a full curling stone on top. Let's try to
full-
pan to it. I think we can pan to it.
We can't. That's unfortunate, folks. It's a full 42-pound stones on top of a perfect oak base. It says Denver Curling right on it. It's a beautiful trophy.
Kizlick up, first of his skip stones. Looks like he's trying to draw behind the yellow.
Yeah, he's got to get it in there, Aaron. They got to go really
Weight
hard.
and line they're going for now.
Holy cow!
They're
they
trying to
gotta
hold
go
it
really
straight.
hard. Look at that rock move, 3x3 curl coming right in behind that yellow.
It's got to die. It's
Oh, go hard. They got to go really hard on this one. Oh, wow. Look at that thing. Candy cane curl at the end. Right in behind that yellow.
Beautiful shot by Derek Kizlick.
You know, Lance, he's got about a 4-foot run back here. He can make it.
It's very doable, but
It's
heck of a
doable.
draw. Just a heck of a draw.
That was a heck of a shot.
Again, Derek Kizlick, he always keeps that draw weight in the back of his pocket. That's what makes him so deadly. You see his shoulder there. He's got 2 patches. One for mixed double or mixed nationals and one for club nationals. So he's a very experienced curler.
All right, so we got a question that came in here from one of our viewers via text, asking what the tee line is. The tee line runs through the center of the house at a 90-degree angle from the center. They got to go really hard. They got to pound this.
Very
This is
nice
a great
shot.
Oh, that's a rough
And he
break.
doubles his own out. We'll see
That's
what
a
they can
really
do here.
rough shot.
Red's got a wide open house for 2. Major break for Red.
Major break.
Derek has that draw weight. He just showed he could put it anywhere in the house he wanted to. He just has to hit the 8-foot. That's the white ring. The big white ring in the center of the house. He's icing himself with plenty of line just to give him a shot right over the center of the house.
Nice draw. He can probably just bump his red a little.
You can't bump it too much. The
Not
red,
too much, but you got a little bit of backing.
The
there.
yellow
Just
is-
come a little bit too hard on it, but it's a tough shot.
He's got to be out counting that yellow on the right side.
Yeah, I think you just go for button, just place it, and assert your dominance from there.
Bring it in a little bit.
Final rock of the 6th end. Red's already sitting 1.
3-7. That's
Perfect
a great
draw
T-line weight, Aaron.
Perfect.
That's a great weight. I don't know how much they've
Sweepers
thrown
are
this.
just walking with it.
Yeah,
We'll
they
see.
gotta
It
be
looks really
careful.
nice.
And they got backing and they know it. Oh, wow. Watch this.
Might
This could end really
settle.
badly.
It could
It's
tap a
gotta
little,
settle.
little heavy.
It's got a wick. It's got a wick. Nice.
Very nice shot.
Very nice shot.
So
That
red
right
gets
in
there.
that
Red gets the auto deuce and moves on to the 7th end, down by 1.
We're on to the 7th. Yellow's up by 1. What do you think the strategy is in this end for yellow?
Yellow has hammer, so I think what yellow is going to try to do, we played with Lance and Claire. We were just out to the kettle mix last weekend, so we know their game. But Lance and Claire, they're going to try to keep this end open. They're going to try to blank this end. Keep hammer. If they can keep hammer to the 8th and be up 1, they have a great chance of winning this game.
Exactly.
Now Derek Kizlick, he's going to try to junk this up. He's going to try to play it as many rocks.
He's got to play
in
it
the front of the
aggressively,
house.
Aaron. He's got to do a lot of draws. He's got to junk up the front. Nothing behind the tee. Just play a lot
He's
of raises.
calling his center guard
There
right
we
away.
go. There's
Yep.
the center guard. That's exactly what we were looking for.
Trying to steal here. They need to steal. They can't yet let yellow get a point.
So, folks, that comes back to what we were talking about before. Yellow gets 1 here. They're coming up 2 without the hammer. So that means they only have to limit red to 1 in the 8th. That's an optimal scenario. Just means a lot of hits.
This is a great guard. This is a very nice shot.
It's got to stay up.
It's a very nice shot. They're going to sit nice little 3 guard just in front of the house.
They can use that all day.
Let's
Now-
go around this one. Yeah.
It's too far over to try to tick. So they're going to come behind. They're going to try to draw right behind it and bait Team Kizlick into a hit.
You know, I don't know if Kizlick will have it. He has the experience.
Mine's
He
good.
has the know-how. He knows what they're going to do.
Mine's good.
He's got his game in his head. He's just going to execute, Aaron. He's just going to execute.
Hugh, you can have it. Hugh's got to take it. He's going to variant. He's going to variant.
Great sweeping
weight.
technique. Great Barry. So Kizlick is going to call a shot here. We'll see what he chooses. He doesn't want to get baited into that hit game.
Little tap's okay. We get here, that's fine.
That's a good shot. This whole game's been called very well. Very strategic game.
Nothing crazy, Aaron. Nothing crazy at all.
They're just trying to freeze that stone. Maybe a little tap. They want to keep it in play. And Dina's up to throw.
Well, yeah, you can go. Yep, if you need to. Just freeze wing. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Great rock coming in the house here. Just a little bit of a push. Yeah, that leaves that red wide open for the hit and the roll to the other side.
Control. Yep. Yep. Hard. Really hard. You got it, guys. Come on. Really hard.
Oh, that's a tough break for yellow. Okay, folks, we got a special treat here. We got Dave Falco joining us.
Oh, hey guys.
Dave's been a member of the curling club for how long?
I joined a month after we opened.
Holy cow.
I just happened to move to Denver right after the club opened and
The center's not the end of the world.
walked in, met Daryl Sobering, and
That did it?
Yeah, that did
Daryl
it.
did it.
I had taken a 16-year break from curling, so the fact that there was a brand new club here when I moved here was very serendipitous. All right, what's going on here?
All right, we got red drawn in behind their guard. They've been lights out on the draws. Let's see how it ends here.
I know they're definitely.
Did we get a split time on that? No split time.
Yep. Yep.
So my brother's playing on the yellow, so I might be a little biased.
Just a little biased.
Maybe not the best person to have in the booth.
All right, I'll take Kizlick side for sure. Oh, they got a little bit of war.
Yeah, they're wrecking.
Oh, that's fine though. Keep rocks up front.
Yep.
You know this?
Okay.
Playing it very conservative, getting rid of the.
Yeah, I would.
reds.
I would too. This late in the game, you got to lead, protect it.
Protect it. I mean, you blank here and you walk away and you just go into the 8th with the hammer. That's an optimal scenario.
I agree.
All the way then.
Yep, a blank. I don't even. I mean, taking one up two coming home. It's not the worst. It's not the worst either. But I agree. I would be playing hard for the blank here.
Oh, they got to go really hard. They can't stick.
Straight nose.
Okay.
Yeah, red's going to draw again here, but the 4-foot's still open, so at least you're moving those guards over a little bit.
Okay. Same thing.
Then it
I'm
becomes
gonna
a
give you
game
more
for
ice,
2.
Dave. Let's go, Dan. Wait is perfect.
So left right here. Right there.
Honestly, a red steal is not really all that bad either. I mean, yellows definitely should still be in control, but it's all about who makes the shots coming home.
Pretty good right now.
For sure. It's going to come down to the 8th end on this one for sure. It is. This is a great game.
It is. Yeah, it's a good game.
It's got better line.
Not either team's
Each team
best game.
Yeah.
But at the end here, whoever makes the shots.
It's a little hot.
Yeah, I think so too. Lance is going to go on this one.
Got to go real hard. Okay, that leaves some opportunity for Lance to draw in there.
Unless you want to go
Yeah, a
here.
little backing. It takes away the blank though, which is a little dangerous. So now he's definitely playing for his 2. If he tucks one in there, even if he leaves a piece open, he's got backing for a jam opportunity. Yeah.
Exactly.
So you definitely don't need to be too cute to the guard on this guy.
3-4-6, that's a little bit up. It's got to move.
Got a girl.
All I can hear is Jason Sethi out there.
Oh, they got to get a lot of action out of this one.
Nope, nothing.
That's a heartbreaker.
Dano with a heavy draw.
Now it just comes down to covering that one up again. Top 12, maybe slide it in behind. You're great.
Yeah, I mean,
What do you think?
I think I would be going, if I was Derek, I would throw top 4-way, right? You get a piece of blue buried, and then you're really shrinking the scoring area.
Yeah, you sit right on the tee there a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
If you're buried, you shrink the scoring area, so you make the final draw harder for Lance if he's going to try to take his 1. And he definitely can't let them steal more than 1 right here. Even if he gives up 1, he's in good shape, but it can't be multiples. So
Yeah, Lance gets more than 2. It's lights out.
Yep. Yes, if you need to. Wait only. Wait only. Yes, go down. Yep. Yep.
So they waited, and it started to break.
I think they were okay with the guard on this one. Oh, this is going to be a really nice rock.
Pretty good. Like I said, I would have played it a little deeper, but they waited on it.
Get it now. What? I think we got a rip.
So Quinn's in the hack.
Almost gets us both reds.
The vice skip is in the
Both
hack,
these?
and
The yellow, I think we're giving us both reds. If I catch the outside, our yellow might score.
he wants to clear the guards
Where do you want
out.
to hit it?
He could possibly take all 3 out,
So
which
here,
would
huh?
really
Okay.
open it up.
This right.
This side. My right.
We got some fan photos in the back.
Who's this? You still this guy in?
What do we got going on?
I don't know. I think that's your
Oh,
brother.
go Q.
That's your brother.
That's Sylvia.
Yeah, Sylvia Veliker.
Sylvia Veliker from Waupaca, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Currently lives in Milwaukee. Curls
Wait,
like
we're
a
gonna vote
champ.
these reds?
Curls like a champ, and she bonspiels like a champ.
She does. She knows how to party.
Yeah, and she does.
I mean, right
Yeah.
now. We don't
Curling,
get here now. They
curling
get here.
is not just making shots. Don't.
It's about making friends, really. It's the
that's
camaraderie.
right. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
That's
You're
right.
the reds?
Making shots and taking shots.
What do you think here? Open it up or?
No, that's what they're talking about right now. Q, who always wants to throw up big weight at shots. He likes to get a lot of granite moving, but his preference is to open up the left side, and by doing so, even if he misses, were he to throw the draw and miss it either heavy or light, then it really opens up the steal possibility for Kizlick, and that's the last thing they want to do is a multiple steal. So
right, exactly.
by peeling the entire left-hand side, all those guards out, then it's going to open up the shot for Lance to at least take his one, and a 2-point lead, even without the hammer coming home, is not that bad of a position. Even if
it's a great position to be in.
Yeah.
You're up to, you just have to limit up the one.
So he's playing very defensive right here. It's very conservative, but I really, at this point, you're always playing the scoreboard as far as strategy goes, so I really don't mind it.
This rock's really moving. Okay, that works.
Yeah, so pretty good. Misses the red, so red's now sitting 2. It's obviously not ideal, but at least he's going to have some additional possibilities because the angles on that little triumvirate of guards was not great.
So Aaron and I were talking earlier about our best curling story.
Try here.
Best curling story?
Best curling story.
I think that's
Do you have one?
okay.
Well, I mean, I have to go recent on this one. I just went to this past year. I just went to Scotland to curl.
Holy cow!
Yeah, it was Scotland. If you don't know, is the obviously for the viewing audience is the birthplace of the sport. So to curl in that country was really special. And we made the final. We played 2 bonspiels over there. In the first one, we made the finals, so we got to get piped out onto the ice by an actual Scottish bagpiper.
Ah, it's so nice.
Yeah. So, and it was in a curling facility that had a 4-sheet curling club in a hotel. So you could, in a hotel, you could walk down from your room in your socks with your curling shoes in your hand all the way to the ice and put your shoes on there.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, the shortest commute ever. I did 2 flights of stairs, and I was in the curling club.
That's a dangerous combination. Let me
coming in hot.
All right.
Thanks, Aaron. Aaron Johnson providing us with some. Cheers. Slancha.
I still think we go around it. When you peel those, they sit here, we're still forced.
So, Lance and Q having another conversation about the same exact thing with his last shot. By coming up late on that shot, Derek left that opportunity for 2 again, or for a double again, which would clear up the guards on the left-hand side of the sheet. Lance is worried more about getting his 2, but Quentin, I think, is a little bit more of
damage control.
He's a little more focused on damage control. He's a little bit more of an experienced player, and I would definitely side with Q on this one. You take out the 2 on the top, even if you roll out, that red stone in the back 12 is in a really weak position, and it should be no problem for Lance to make at least his 1 on the last shot.
And I don't see him rolling out on this one unless he really tries really hard to slash.
Well, he wants to get both of them out, right? And there's no point in even nosing that one because then you leave a corner guard for Derek to draw around. I really think
Oh boy, here he comes.
Yeah, they're tight.
Oh boy, they got to really go.
No, they're good, I think.
Nice rock. Very nice rock.
Oh, triple.
We saw the triple.
Oh, that's beauty.
The hat doesn't even color
beauty.
that.
They weren't.
Holy cow.
That was definitely a possibility. They weren't necessarily going for that, but the added bonus, he gets a 5 for that rock.
Let me tell you, folks, the crowd went wild on that shot.
Yeah.
That was definitely a Schuster shot. And
at least one person was yelling at the top of their lungs.
That was phenomenal. Electricity. That just does worlds for Lance. He's got a wide open house. No, he can blank it.
He's really happy the blank is back in play, so you're up. Yeah, I mean, he's got a S-eating grin on his face.
They're feeling great right now. After that shot, it does so much for morale. You have no clue.
Yeah, and having a player on your team like Quinn who can throw max weight on a whim, it's a huge weapon. You saw it there. They were just going for the 2, and they added a bonus. When you get the granite moving, you never know what's going to happen.
So other sheets, the C sheet.
So
yellow is up. by, seems like 5.
Is that McCormick?
No, McCormick is on A.
No, McCormick. No, that's the shot.
Fisher?
Yeah, she's on C.
She's on C. She's in,
They're done.
She's inside right now.
Yeah, they're
so
done.
They're done.
Yeah.
So McCormick wrapped it up in the second event, I believe.
Yep, she won the B event.
That's great position.
So Debbie McCormick, former Olympian, multiple-time national champion. She plays with a bunch of guys from Colorado Springs every year at this event. She's also a representative from Goldline, so she comes out and hucks her deer out here, and it's amazing to have her in the club.
You know, it does so much for the sport.
Oh,
Really
yeah.
have an Olympian that travels around and really hypes it up.
She's
She's a whole bunch of random people, or I don't know if they're random, but just different people on her team.
No, she's an amazing ambassador for the sport. She obviously has curled at the highest level, but she also can come to a fun spiel and mix it up and play with some guys that want to have some fun, and obviously still perform if you're winning the B event.
Exactly. Yellow's going to get a great shot on this. That's a great shot.
Perfect nose. Red's going to try to hit this and roll somewhere tricky, but Lance is going to have a chance to peel and keep the hammer into the last end. And
that's where you want to be. That's right where you want to be.
Up one with hammer is a pretty dominant position in this sport. So,
I mean, even tied, coming home with is a great position.
Agreed. Yeah. How you doing, man? How was your experience out here?
You know, Denver Curling Club, it's fantastic to be up here. It's someplace different. You get out of the state of, the tri-state area, really. Yep. It's phenomenal ice. It's a phenomenal atmosphere. The people are great. It's really the trifecta.
Good, man. I'm glad you had a good time.
It was a great time. We're definitely going to be back next year.
Awesome. Aaron is your brother is like the A event semifinal champion this year.
Yeah.
Every event,
every year we get to the semi. Every year he gets to the semis and just falls a little bit short.
Yeah, I played with Aaron in the big spiel, and which is 96 teams, and we fought our way through the field and made it to the semifinals, and
then it's just
Aaron's
a phenomenal curler.
He is.
He's
really good.
He curls a lot. He curls a ton.
Yep.
Like we said before, he played down at men's nationals.
It's
a phenomenal thing, and it's a phenomenal thing for Denver, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just going for the straight swap.
Oh, he flipped it a little bit.
Yeah, he's got to just hit. Just gotta hit.
If he's sweeping, he's got a piece, so that's probably good.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Yep, really good. So Lance makes the successful blank, which is not always the easiest thing to do. When you're used to wanting to hit the rock on the nose so that you stay in the house, so all of a sudden you're asked to hit it on the side and roll out, and it can be an uncomfortable feeling, but he executed that one perfectly. Threw it to his sweepers, and it was never in doubt. So hammer coming home and up one, pretty good position. Team Kizlick is probably going to try to throw double guards up here to utilize the free guard zone, get some rocks in play, make sure that yellow can't take them out, and then hope for the best.
Yeah, exactly. Yellow, it's all about damage control
Yep.
here. They're just going to be taken like the Dickens.
Yep.
They got to get everything out of the way. They just want to leave it wide open in case they have to draw.
So traditional strategy here is to play two guards. You want one high, which we call a one guard, which is just over the hog line, and then one tight, called a three guard, which is very close to the house, but both off the house, so you take advantage of the free guard zone. And then yellow's going to either throw through or try to tick one of these off, which means bumping the stone to a less advantageous position, still in play, so you don't get penalized by the free guard zone, but still moving them to a less advantageous position so that you still have the forefoot open. So they're going tight first.
Oh, this is not good for red.
Oh, and they slid
this
in.
Is not good
oh
news
no,
for red.
no. So Lance is going to peel. That's a huge miss. I always say that the second most important position on a curling team is the lead.
Because they set the tone for the whole end.
If you don't set it up properly, you can be.
And this is that case,
right?
Right here.
And this is the case
right here,
especially in this position, in this late end position where you need to steal. Sliding into the house is really a bad mistake.
Like we mentioned before, Lance is just going for the straight take.
Yeah. Dina, if you're listening to this later, I'm sorry, but You done messed up.
I mean, if we're doing shout-outs, I'd like to shout out to my people in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Alexis, thanks for watching. Family and crew, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, thanks for watching. It's been
Dude,
a great game, really.
It's great having you here,
Yeah,
man.
it's great being here.
Yeah, thanks for
announcing this game.
Thanks for stepping up and helping us out with this.
Oh no, it's great. It's a great time. It's a fun time.
I'm jealous, man. I wish I was out there playing with my brother. That's a really cool thing about this sport. Also, is it's usually families that play together and get each other into.
They know how they think, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a tighter bond than that you can get on a regular
Yeah.
team, really.
I think I'm kind of an anomaly in that sense, in that nobody in my family curled. I just happened to have a friend that played, but a lot of curlers get started because their family was
Exactly,
into it
it's a
originally.
lineage thing.
Yeah.
It just all trickles down through.
Did your parents? Oh, interesting.
So we started out in middle school. We both got into it. Played down in high school. Yada yada. And then my parents got into it several years later, and have curled ever since. And really, when you watch the sport, you learn so much about it. You can just walk out and just be a natural. And
Right.
that's how they were.
Yeah.
They really were naturals, and they were very good at
Oh,
the
that's
sport.
awesome. Do they still play?
They unfortunately are not curling anymore.
No?
They've taken it off. My dad's over in Arizona, so he's doing that thing.
Oh, okay.
It's a little bit different scenario.
Gotcha.
But no, they know about curling. They know how it works. They know all the shots.
Yeah, so red went in. They had to hit again, so yellow hit back, and then now it looks like they're trying
Going
to
for
use
the draw.
they're trying to use that top stone in the top 12 foot as a guard, which is obviously more difficult because it gives you less less opportunity to bend around it, less time
Yeah.
or distance.
They can't vary as much,
So
right?
they're in desperation mode, obviously, as the team without hammer and down. So they're playing some higher difficulty shots, which, if you execute, end up really well. Oh, you threw a guard. Okay.
That's good.
It's not
I do that all day.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, right? You're hoping at this point, Derek is hoping for them to try to peel and stuff the rock. And by stuffing, I mean
Stick
instead
around.
of peeling out, it means
stick around.
that they stick around. Yeah. So if they do that, obviously Lance wants to hit this and roll out so that he doesn't leave a guard. But if they happen to misfire and stuff the rock, then it'll give Red a chance to steal.
Oh, this is a perfect shot.
He gets just enough of it.
Just a perfect shot. That's
Cute.
exactly what he was calling.
Q gets on it late to kind of push it into the rock a little bit. There's not many members in this club that can affect a rock that way, but this team has some great sweeping on it. Dan and Q and Lance are among the top 5 sweepers in the club, so they definitely have the advantage in that respect.
How many members does Denver have?
So we're plus 360.
wow.
Our full membership is around 400.
That's really strong.
Yeah, it is. It's very strong. The kind of general consensus about social clubs like this is that you want 100 members per sheet, and then you can effectively get everybody playing time without kind of shutting them out of leagues, and also
And you need enough turnover,
right,
and
yep.
it's going to all work out
Yep.
just fine. That's how you want to manage a club, right? Yeah.
And we're lucky that we have a city of over 2 million people to pull from, right? A lot of curling clubs in the United States are in smaller towns that don't have that kind of interest, and every year we get new people that want to curl, which is great. So we're
Exactly.
Yep. So they're going to peel. They're obviously another peel.
This is a great shot. He's off.
Any red in play they want to remove. It looks like they're probably going to. If I were Derek, I would be playing. I would be playing this guard game over and over again. If they don't get a straight peel, they might stuff the yellow, like a red on a yellow type of shot. If yellow makes a bad shot, so he's trying to get something to hide behind. If he doesn't, his last shot is going to be to try to tuck it behind that yellow rock, and then hope that they miss either a run back or some kind of freeze at the end or draw at the end.
This last end is a game for the misses. Really, it is.
Yep. So he's trying to offset this one. He's trying to draw to the other side of the center line.
Yeah. I think you.
What do you think his thinking is on that one?
Well, you want to offset it a little so you can bury in behind that one. I think that's what he's thinking, and he wants to be able to just get that really buried really hard.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is yellow has the run back.
Right.
All day, every day.
Right.
So
yeah, I almost
this is going to overcurl, and this is not going to work in his favor.
So that's the general line that he wanted, but I would have stacked it on top of that yellow like he did on the first shot.
For sure.
Yeah, because if you happen to nose the peel, right, which is a bad miss, but it could possibly stuff and take out the existing yellow counter.
Exactly. You want to freeze on that. You want to be in a position of power, really.
Yeah, right.
Right now, Team Yellow, Team Wheeler, they're in a position of power right now. They're sitting one.
Right.
They don't really have to do anything. They just have to defend.
I gotta say, I disagree with his rock placement. I mean, obviously it's a long shot at this point.
Yes.
But I don't like offsetting it. I would stack it on top of that yellow all day, because even if he stuffs a peel and leaves it on that side of the center line, yellow is always going to have that run back, and it's going to be a short. So he's switching the call. So I guess he's got an earbud in and he's listening to this commentary.
I think that's what's happening.
Cheater.
We need to go check his
That's
ear
bullshit.
Right now. Yeah, we need someone. Truly, this has been a great game. This is how curling is supposed to go, really.
Yeah.
Like you see 1-3-5 there for yellow.
Yep.
Really, you're supposed to take your 2 when you can, and you try to limit the other team to 1 when they can. And you can see that really happened in the 4th.
Yeah.
And that really played to Lance's favor.
Yeah.
And it's going to end well for him, I think. Just by how it's going, how they're peeling stones, it's just going to work really well.
I don't know. So this is an interesting call right here. So he overcurled. He was trying to do what I said and stack it on top of his own stone.
Yep.
And I think this is the right call by peeling the guard. But at this point,
I think you still got to get rid of it.
Yeah, you got to get rid of it.
Just to be careful, just to be...
Yeah, you're right.
Just to be right, yeah.
You're right.
And they've been throwing takeouts just like the Dickens, really.
So like I said, Derek is still looking at, his last shot. You're always thinking a couple moves ahead in this game if you're at an advanced level. And his existing shot to possibly tie the game and advance to the extra end is by burying one around that yellow one in the top 12.
Yeah, and he's going for it right now. He knows that.
Yeah,
he's got to do it.
And the reason he's doing that is because when you come up as a skip in the last end and you have 2 rocks to throw, if you ever have the opportunity to throw the same shot 2 times in a row,
you do it all day.
You want to do it.
All day.
Yep.
All day.
Yes, all day. So you take that advantage. So I would absolutely do the draw to the side of the 4-foot right here, because if he happens to make it or if he happens to miss it and yellow makes a bad shot, he can do that one again.
He's had draw weight this whole game.
Well, he has draw weight. He's had a draw weight his entire life. That's Derek's game. That's his preferred.
It's dangerous. It's really dangerous. And you got to know that. And you got to know that that's what they're going to make.
But it's his preferred shot. So if you're going to give Derek something, give him a hit, because he loves drawing.
So let's see what this one does.
I think that's good ice.
This ice has so much action to it, so much curl.
Yep.
It's incredible.
It is incredible ice, and the best thing about our ice, it's not the fastest, but across all 4 sheets, the swing is totally consistent.
Very consistent.
You're not going to play on a sheet where there's a different spot or anything. It's usually going to be the same broom, the same distance that the rock is going to move every turn, every sheet, which is a huge shout out to our ice maker. He does a really good job.
He's playing for Yellowstones.
Yeah.
He's done a fantastic job on this.
Good.
Ice.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been great ice.
Yeah.
Really, you don't see this kind of curl elsewhere. Like it tends to be a little bit more straight. You get like 3x3 curl, or just 3-foot.
Did they move it in? So Derek tightened the broom up a little bit at last second. I'm not sure why that was. It was probably Derek's request from the hack. It just fits your eye better.
You go down there, you can see it a little bit better.
Yeah.
You can feel it a little bit better.
But it's different on this kind of shot where it has to be made perfectly. If this was a third end, he might have taken a couple inches more, because he obviously
play a little less aggressive.
Yeah, but
this gotta play.
But right now you got to play aggressive. You got to get it tight to the guard.
Very aggressive.
Yeah.
Oh, they got to go really hard, really hard to get around that yellow.
They're by
it. Okay, they got to let it go.
It's pretty good. That's a pretty good shot. Yep.
That's an excellent stone.
Yep.
You can't get any better
Nope.
than that.
He played that one
He's
perfectly.
got to play the run back now.
You can see from the long view, it's dead buried. So the great thing about this shot is he's either going to stuff it and make it really hard for Derek to score.
You know, it's a 4-foot run back.
Yep.
It's
Four-
not.
no.
It's not that crazy of a
No,
shot.
no, but it's right. But at this
It's
point,
a hard shot.
At
Yeah.
this point, like that's absolutely the best he could do.
I mean, honestly, he delivered that stone so perfectly.
That is ideal.
That is so.
That's hard to do.
That's
Coming around a guard that's close is very hard to do. So,
All right. Lance is coming up a little bit on this stone. You can see with the way that he held the broom. It's close.
they're on and off.
They're on and off. Oh, they got to let it go. Curl up. Nice shot by Lance.
Yep.
He needed to make that, and
Yep.
he did.
That's really good.
He rolled. Is he sitting one on the top? Is he sitting on the top?
Yep.
He is. That's an excellent shot.
So they're
by
sitting
Lance.
two, but Derek, again, going back to what I just said, if you have the opportunity to throw the shot twice in a row, that's exactly what Derek's going to get to do right now. He just threw it perfectly, and actually he has more room to come around because that guard is even higher.
Exactly.
So he gets to do it again.
Exactly.
Yep. So
All day.
going back to what I said, that's why you do that, is because now he has the confidence that he can make it, right?
He's done it before.
Yep.
Just do it again.
Yep.
Let's see how this ends.
Yep.
This is the shot.
So Derek makes it perfect. Lance doesn't make the next run back or can't outscore him for some reason. Then it goes to an extra end, and Yellow's going to have hammer, which is still a good position, but
Yeah.
but Red is doing everything they can right now to stay alive.
All right, here comes the nail shot, folks. Great delivery on that stone.
Yeah, it was a good release.
It's going right
Again,
along.
this is Derek's
3-6-6, that's perfect T-line.
This is Derek's comfort zone. So
Oh, they got to get it to move. Oh, they got to get it to move really hard. Really hard. Oh, it's moving. It's going in perfect behind. Oh, this is going to be a great shot. It's got to sit. It's got to sit.
he just clears the guard.
It's got to sit.
Claire Moore is
That's
on the
game
sweep,
over. That's game over right there.
and he goes just a little deep, and that's game.
That's game. All right, folks, from Golden, Colorado, that's been a great game.
It was a great final.
Came
Yep.
right down to the last stone. You can't get much better than that in the game.
No, it was really good. Thanks everybody for listening. Really appreciate you tuning in.
Oh, wait, we're panning around to sheet A. You might get a little extra bonus coverage here.
We're gonna get some C event final action.
Okay, got a good shot there.
All right, just kidding. We're not logging off here. What's the score in this game? Oh, it's all tied up in the last. Okay, you're awesome.
How many stones we got left? A lot. And this is sobering. So Daryl has run the spiel, correct?
So Daryl Sobering is our Mile High director.
He's done a fantastic job.
And what's also awesome is that he's curling with his family. So his wife is playing on this team and his parents.
That's the way to do it.
It's awesome. Yeah. And when you can have this sport is great enough, but we can do it with your family. It's even better. I love curling with my brother. I know you love curling with your brother.
Do I?
Well,
it's a fantastic time.
I mean, this is going to be
Aaron's a great guy.
This is going to be on record. So just say the right thing.
All right. Well, unfortunately, the last Johnson has to sign off. I got to catch a flight. It's been great.
It was good having you here,
Really.
man. Thanks for coming.
So we'll leave David to call the rest of the A-Rink game. This is the what?
C final.
C final.
Yep.
It's been awesome.
Yeah,
Thanks
man.
so much.
Thanks for
Take
coming
care.
out.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Thanks
It's
for
been
doing
great.
this. Yep.
Yep.
All right, this is Bill Sobering delivering. Red's already sitting one. Looks like they're just trying to bite the top of the house. That's a really good spot. That was a good throw. That's almost exactly where she had her broom. So again, Red is without hammer in this scenario. So they need something to hide behind. So that's why Bill threw a center guard on his first one. Right now, Becca and Jason are talking about either drawing or clearing the top, but he's going to elect to draw again. This goes exactly back to this what we were just talking about in the A final, in that if you have the opportunity to throw a shot twice in a row, if you're going to need to throw a draw to win, you might as well have a practice draw. So.
Bill.
The event winners just came off the ice. Give them a quick round of applause. My name's still not going to be on that stupid trophy. Later, buddy. You too. So Jason makes a great draw to the back of the pin. So he's confident in his draw weight now. That's a really good shot, and it forces Red to deal with it. So Red's going to try to draw right on top of it, maybe bump it just a smidge so that there's shot rock. But by doing that, Jason just really put the pressure to them. All right, so you heard Daryl just there. He's telling his dad to throw T-line weight. If you throw perfect T-line, then your sweepers can even sweep to bump it just a touch. Bill asking for a little less ice here. I think what he's going to do is probably overthrow it. You never want to come up short on this shot, so taking a little less ice is pretty smart. Bill, obviously a veteran curler. Daryl and his brother Bill Jr. have been curling over their lives because of his parents. It's a little heavy and wide, coming down a little bit. Actually, the weight was really good. Yeah, and he ends up oh, no. Just a little off. Didn't curl quite enough, and that's the game. So the Sethi Rink is the C event final champions. Also a husband and wife pair playing the back end, Jason and Rachel. Congrats to those guys. What else we got going on? Are the other two teams still playing? Two sheets? Or just D? So on D, we've got the Poudre Valley Curling Club playing. So there's a blank in 7, so it looks like yellow still has hammer and is throwing right now. There's a little bit of junk in front, but if he can make this one really good, he's got backing also. Top 4 would be my call right here. Leave him a piece. And by that I mean you're going to come around a guard. You don't really have to bury it perfectly, because if they're going to try to remove you and there's some kind of backing, then they could push it onto your rock, onto their rock, or onto the backing, and still be a really good shot.
Everybody, be well. Yeah. See you around.
Yeah. Yep.
Thanks for hanging out. rock in the way. Might be a little hot. Yeah, he's going to go right by, which opens the door for red here. But again, I'm a total broken record, but now he knows that he threw it 10 feet too heavy and can make that adjustment on his last shot for the win with hammers. So not the worst thing. It's definitely the right call. Obviously not great execution, but you get a second chance in this game. So red right here is probably going to want to, definitely going to want to bury most of the rock. Top 4 would be great. If you're partially buried, Chris Achari's joining me. He's been doing your camera angles and adjusting my sound levels when I get too loud or close to the mic.
Or not.
Or not. So just a hair wide. Weight looks pretty good. Yeah, weight looks pretty good. Oh, weight looks a little heavy. Yeah, sorry.
Ooh, towards the back. That's going to leave it wide open for a draw.
Is this hammer?
This is hammer.
Yeah, so
and it's tied.
Hammer coming up tied, and red did not do themselves any favors. They added backing, so this has got to make the skip really comfortable with his shot, because you don't have to be perfect. You just got to be all the way to the backing. So they're taking a lot of ice though. He's playing straight draw ice. I would tighten it up a little bit and throw it a little, what I call be there weight, which is just, you don't have to have your sweepers do a whole lot. You absolutely have to make sure it's there. So he said
he's throwing be there weight.
He's saying whoa out of hands, but if you're going to do that, you got to take a little less ice. The girls are off it.
Oh boy. Hopefully they get the backing.
Oh, I don't think so.
I'm nervous about that.
I don't think so.
Oh no.
Oh, he got away with it.
That could be a measure.
No, he got away with it. Yeah,
he
got away with it. But like I said, if he had tightened it up by a foot, if you tighten the broom up by a foot, you don't stress at all. But anyway. Yellow takes it on sheet D. Gets the Poudre Valley rink, and that's it, folks.
Yeah, that concludes the entire Mile High Open.
Mile High Open. Thanks for listening, and all of you out there listening, I appreciate you tuning in.
All 16 of you. That's
16.
That's a record.
That's like double last year. we're trending upwards. But anyway, thank you very much. If you're out there listening and you haven't been, we put on a hell of a good time here at Denver Curling Club, and we encourage you to come out and check us out. Our ice is great, and the membership is top notch. So thanks for tuning in to the 2018 Mile High Open Finals.
Website, check out all of our resources we have available. If you have any questions, you can reach us. DenverCurlingClub.com, that's correct. You can check us out there. Feel free to hit us up via the YouTube or Facebooks. We use all the social medias to try to get in contact with as many curlers as we possibly can. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and this has been the Mile High Open for 2018.